Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Inventing Anna, Season 1, Episode 3, Two Birds, One Throne. You guys, we are going to get into this episode. Lots to talk about. I actually enjoyed this one better, and I kind of want to talk about what all went down. So let's get into it. But first, I am so excited. I got new merch. Check this out. Germaneris, trust me. I got these mugs. I'm very excited about them. I have them in a ton of different colors, so check them out. I just can't even believe the response. I just launched them, and you guys have already bought a ton of them. I bought some too. I love them so much. So let's all be Germanerises. Link in the description, and they do ship worldwide. Okay, lots of time jumping in this one too. I complained about that last time. I'm dropping it in here. To me, it was a little less confusing this time, but it's still a lot. So anytime, we go from them talking here to flashback to flashback within the flashback, and there's always a twist where they re-show part of a flashback. So it's a lot. It doesn't matter. Let's keep going. Again, they're alluding to something happening with Vivian. We find out little breadcrumbs every time. This time we find out she lost her job at Bloomberg. Who is the kid who tricked you? I need to know all the details here. Okay, Anna Delvey Foundation. We get to learn more about this episode. Lots going on. Right off the bat, I gotta say, Vivian, you have got to chill. She is obsessed with the story. I love a good fraud story as much as somebody else, and I understand that Vivian's doing this for her job, but my God, she's obsessive and annoying about it. She's about to have this kid. She won't even help her husband with the nursery. She only wants to talk about this Anna stuff. She won't even give up the wall of the nursery because she's just completely upset. It's just a lot, right? It's a lot. And the actress is fine, but she's over the top. So it makes it kind of annoying to watch. Okay, let's go over to Nora. I found this fascinating, this whole storyline. So again, I guess present day it should be, or 2017, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The reporter is talking to Nora, and they're talking about, so Nora is very reluctant to talk to her. I had already spoke to you once. Wasn't that enough? And she's saying, I cannot be associated with the story. I'm on the board of 7 philanthropic foundations, and well, Vivian starts saying, you're tagged in photos with Anna. I know that they lived here. You can remain silent if you want, but I get to basically print what I want, or you can tell me your side of the story. So Nora decides reluctantly to kind of get into it. We see flashbacks of how it was all going down with Anna and Chase and where they are. They're living with her, right? So remember, they got into a huge fight with Val in France. Val apparently did not come back to the house. Don't know what happened there. Nora's confused too. Anna is a master of brushing things off and not making people question her, so nobody questioned it. So weird stuff going on with Nora and Chase. She definitely prefers Chase to Anna. When Nora retells the story, she says it's because she could sense, that she was a con woman, but we find out, no, that's not it. So during this whole storyline, Anna is meeting with these people to try to set up her Anna Delvey Foundation, and she brings up about 1 million times this episode that she has a photographic memory. We actually see her kind of prove it by glancing at these resumes and then spouting off information to Chase. So she talks to Guy 1. It's a whole thing. It's like the architect doesn't want to commit until a gallerist commit, and the gallerist doesn't want to commit until they have a building secure. The building guy doesn't want to commit without an architect. So she's realizing, well, I would say she's realizing she's in over her head, but she doesn't. She just has to figure out a new way to go about this. So she's always scheming, always planning. So one thing that comes up during this is this lady here says, the gallerist says, who the fuck is Anna Delvey? Nobody's heard of you, darling. That kind of thing. Well, okay, Chase and Nora are about to go to an event. Anna is all dressed up too, and Nora says, where are you headed to? And Chase says, oh, I thought you could get her in to your event. And she says, nope, So, of course, that pisses Anna off. She has to stay home and stew. Things don't go well when she has time to think about things. So they came home late, and she's saying, listen, I need Nora on this Anna Delvey Foundation. And Chase is like, no, I need her. Once she helps me, then she can help you. Of course, we flash back to the present. Vivian is still obsessed. What else is new? Nora's saying that she thinks that they were together so that Alex would be able... I keep calling him Alex. I don't know why I do that. Chase would introduce her to the right people. Okay, let's get to the interesting part. Nora takes Anna to Bergdorf's, and they walk around looking at things, and she starts kind of being around these very influential women and, very rich women. And at first, nobody wants to talk to Anna. They don't know who she is. They don't care who she is. Later, things change, but we'll get there. All we see here is all these fabulous women that are very well connected, very powerful, very rich women, and Anna's just kind of stuck standing off to the side. They're showing how the private shopping works, that Nora walks in, Bergdorf already has all of her sizes pulled, looking for jackets, every kind of option she could possibly want, and she just signs papers, and that's that. She tells Anna to go get some outfits for Chase because he needs to look a little more presentable when he's doing, this kind of work. Well, Anna's about to sign for it and sees this $27,000 has already been charged to Nora's account. She just has to sign for it. I'll get into later what happens, but damn. Okay, so meanwhile, it's that evening. Chase has to go to Berlin. He's talking about this open air thing. It's like a TED Talk, I got the feeling, where he would be a speaker. And she wants to go with him. He says it's a quick trip. And she says that her foundation needs help too. He says, well, once he gets his taken care of, then he'll help take care of her foundation as well. Okay, back to current time, because they love to jump around, and they love to show this reporter. I don't know why they're focused so hard on this reporter and why they can't just tell the story. It's a lot, right? It adds to the overwhelming feeling that you get from this. It's so weird. They load so much up on you every episode, but then parts of it are boring. It's very strange. This was the least boring episode, I thought, but there's still parts that get boring. So much going on. Anna has become obsessed with this building. She learned about it from the rich lady friends of Nora. Now it's all she seems to be able to think about. So we go back to Nora's house where she's had some people over at like an after party. Again, Anna's just sitting there. Nora comes over and says, hey, we're going to order some takeout. So Nora's like, yeah, I could eat. That sounds good. Great. It's down the street. It'll be ready in 20 minutes. She hands her credit card. You can imagine where we're going with this. Okay. So Anna arrives with the food. The rich lady asks about Chase. And Anna says, oh, he's at open air in Berlin. Well, that lady's like, no, man, I think you're mistaken. Open air was canceled this year. Dun, dun, dun. So where the hell is Chase? Anna walks into her room. Obviously, she's furious. She FaceTimes Chase, and he cuts that off. So she calls him, and he says, yeah, my service is weird here. She says, oh, so you're at open air? And he says, yes, I am. Woo! And then it's like, oh, gosh, she's ticked off now. So Anna furiously says it was canceled this year. As soon as she says that, he hangs up on her. So we get a huge montage of all these psychotic phone calls. She keeps saying this is so effed up. And she even gets to the point where she says, I'm not going to go into it, but she basically says, this is my last message. Read into that what you will. Okay, but realistically, she's just laying in bed eating chips. She ends up going to the offices where his startup is housed and finds just this guy, Raphael, working there. He is helping with the technical setup of it, but it looks like the office is being packed up. So back to the current day, Vivian is with this guy, Raphael, and Raphael explains that Chase never cared how the app worked. He just wanted it to work so he'd have something to pitch. But we find out he stopped paying Raphael. So we go back to where Anna was with him and says, hey, would you be able to tell where someone posted an Instagram photo from? And the guy's like, yeah, I could do that. Again, back to current day, I just don't understand why we have to go back and forth. It kind of takes me out of the story, but whatever. So we find out that supposedly he's living in Dubai, working for a sheikh or something. So he says he's trying to develop future technology. This lady here is, oh yeah, they're picking out undies because Anna says that she needs some from Bergdorf. They have to be very fancy. Oh, you guys, I haven't done my accent this time. I cross into Swedish chef every time, but all I can think, Anna likes to call people fat asses, so she's like, you fat ass, you go get me underwear. It must be very nice. Like, wow, okay. So much going on. So the lady she went to buy underwear with, her coworker, actually did some work for a sheikh one time, so she explained how it works. That means that he was put up in a hotel nearby, that she just needs to try to track him down. So she starts calling hotels. Bingo, bango, she finds him. She finds Chase. She tries to talk to him. He immediately hangs up with her. So back visiting Anna, I don't see underwear. And Vivian cuts her off, and she's like, I talked to Susan, who is Chase's mom. You loved Chase. You went to Ohio to meet his family. You loved him. So again, we get flashbacks. I just can't care about this part. Apparently, when Chase was pretending to be in Berlin, he was actually in Ohio with his parents. So they all met each other, and then they had a screaming match in the backyard. So it was a very weird scene. It's just a lot of back and forth this time. We're trying to figure out, is Alex the bad guy? Is Anna the bad guy? Honestly, they both seem like bad guys. They seem to be using each other for mutual gain. They seem to both totally be full of shit. We find out that, I keep calling him Alex. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me try again. Chase. Is Chase the bad guy? So Chase basically has to admit he's gone broke. And she said, how is that possible? How is that? You had $3 million. So he says, well, you want a certain lifestyle. You cannot put this on me. So he kind of realizes mid talking to her, oh shit, this girl's crazy. So he's going to change tactics. So he does. He gets softer with her. He says, listen, if I can just dig out of this hole, I can help your foundation. Nora's friend's about to give me $2 million. We have to lay low. Like, don't screw this up for me. I'll be nice to you. You can't screw this up. He seems to be manipulating her. She kind of knows it because she's making a face when they hug. Back to the present. Oh my God, it's making me tired to even talk about it. Back and forth, back and forth. It's hard, right? She's trying to get a hold of Chase, and he ends up FaceTiming her on the computer. I can't care about Vivian. I tried. I can't. I don't like the actress in this role. I don't like this part. I know this is supposed to be the explanation, the glue that kind of ties it all together, but it's missing parts. It's an obsession for Vivian, so it's hard to enjoy the story. I think it makes it more confusing. Okay. So Nora once again orders lunch and tells Anna to go pick it up. I love Anna's bag here. That red bag is so fabulous. I tried to look it up and get details. I could not find it. The only thing I found was about the black Chloe bag she carries, which I also love, but I love this bag. If anybody knows what it is, leave comments below. I have no idea. So pretty. Okay, let's keep going. So back at Nora's house, and I still don't understand why Nora just let them hang out all day and just live there. It just doesn't make sense. We saw it. She let, oh gosh, what is that other guy's name? It just left my brain, but she lets that guy hang there. She won't, I guess she just likes the company, so she's letting Chase and Anna stay there. I don't know. Anna is a genius. She knows how to get to Nora. She goes over and starts talking to Nora and starts dropping hints that Basically, she retells the hotel story. Remember where she and Val, that's his name, Val, were kicked out? And she says that she couldn't pay for it because her dad's being so weird about the trust fund. Always the trust fund. And then that Alex, I keep calling him Alex, I'm so sorry, Chase. Good Lord, what is with me? Okay, Chase. He was supposed to pay for it, and some things are going on with Wake. And again, Nora's like, wait, what? Because she knows her friend is about to invest in Wake's, and she kept saying, say more things. All I could think of was Friends. Remember when Rachel said, say more things like that, when they were trying to hire her for her position. Remember her boss, Joanna, was trying to get her out, and then decided to hire her when Rachel was going to quit, and she said, say more things like that. Okay. Anyway, so she was able to plant seeds and drive a wedge between Nora and Chase, because Nora is on to Chase, realizing, oh shit, his business is in trouble. He's been lying to me, that sort of thing. So she starts to show way more of an interest into Anna. So she said she wants to invest in female entrepreneurs. There's an art event tomorrow that she wants Anna to go to, and Nora asks Chase to see his papers. So we go to this art event that Chase is no longer invited to, although his name's still on the list, so he shows up anyway. Why isn't Nora more weird about that? So much going on. Okay, so I want you to meet some people. Michael is the youngest gallerist in the world, and Nora says it's a passion of hers, helping young female entrepreneurs. So we see Anna getting to meet all these very influential people in the art world because of this, art exhibit that Nora has taken her to. So we go back, again, jumping around in time. Guy 1, remember I told you there were 3 people she met, she was trying to hook up, that said, if I'm going to sign on, you need this person. If I'm going to sign on, you need that person. Well, because of these connections, we see her name is being brought up a lot in this circle. So the people are starting to take her more seriously. So by using Nora's name and connections, she's able to get her foot way more in the door than she could before. Now, all of a sudden, all these people do want to be in business with her and want to talk to her about the Anna Delvey Foundation. Meanwhile, Chase is just pissed. He comes up and talks to Anna and says he wants 40% of the Anna Delvey Foundation, and she quotes back to him the quote that he keeps saying, which is, a dream you dream alone is only a dream you dream together is a reality. He always accredits to John Lennon. She points out, nope, that was Yoko Ono, and she leaves. So yeah, no good can come from this. Okay, so back on the FaceTime with Vivian, we find out that same day when they got back to Nora's, Anna packed up and left, which was so weird because she made all these connections in the art world, and you think, oh, this is the perfect time for her to stay. Nope, she left. You want to know why she left? This is where we find out what she's been doing, what we suspected all along. She has been scamming Nora, not just a little bit, I mean straight up stealing from Nora, big time. We have more scenes with Vivian back at work. She's trying to convince everybody she's not obsessed, although we can clearly see she's completely obsessed. She even goes to, I believe her name's Elizabeth, the DA's office, and says, you have to tell me about if anybody else filed a complaint. Did Nora Bradford file a complaint? The DA says she can't share anything in discovery. She said, but I can share if somebody changed their mind about pressing charges. So that's all Vivian needs to be able to go back to Nora and be like, why didn't you mention this? Why didn't you tell me about your credit cards, when we talked before? So again, flashback to the past. We get Nora on the phone hearing what weird charges. So, of course, Anna knows exactly what she's talking about. She's like, oh shit, she's got to go pack right now. So she starts packing up these very expensive things, and as Nora is listing off the weird charges, we see every one of those items Anna is packing. Everything from these special sunglasses to a Balenciaga handbag, everything. So again, this is where they give us the twist. Will you be signing for her account? So they redo this scene that we've already seen once where she signs for the account, but we see what really happened. Remember the $27,000 that was charged to Nora for some coats she had picked up and some clothes for Chase? Well, Anna's like, I can sign for Nora. So she picks out more and more things. She keeps going back and being completely brazen about it all. She's handing Nora's card that she got. Remember, for the food purchase, she had written down the numbers. She charged everything from American Airlines flights to all these bags and clothes. And Nora is circling all these fraudulent charges. Again, it was supposed to be $27,000. We find out she took over $400,000. So again, back to the present. Vivian says, why didn't you say that she stole from you? And Nora says, well, my finances are private. It was humiliating. She took advantage of me. I had no idea. And Vivian wants to know, well, why did she do it? And Nora even says, I would have given her money had she asked me, but she didn't ask. So after all this, Anna even sent a gift to Nora. She says, I don't know if it was a thank you or a threat, but she sent her, remember that peacock that we saw at the store? I may have mentioned it, I can't remember, but she saw a peacock at the store when she first went to Bergdorf's with Nora. Well, she sent her that peacock. And Nora ended up giving the peacock to Vivian. So Vivian brought it home. And they talk about how that thing is worth more than, I think, all the furniture in their apartment. So they're trying to figure out what to do with it. So again, I mean, it's a lot, right? I mean, a lot going on. First of all, I love Nora's house. I think it's so pretty. Insane that Anna sent her the peacock. How brazen is that? When Vivian asks Anna, did you steal all that money? Anna says, you have to work hard for what you get and to get what you want. And Chase thought he was smarter, but he would fatigue so easily. He would just quit and give up the first time things got hard. And then she tries to justify taking from Nora by saying, Nora treated me like a prop, so why shouldn't I use her like one? I got everything I wanted. And then she alludes to getting her dream team. So the episode ends with her showing up to meet with, God, so much. I'm sorry. It's just all over the place. Okay. So the episode ends with her showing back up to have a meeting with one of those building people, right, to put the foundation together, who's much more willing to talk to her this time now that she knows all the right people. Okay, there's one part that really bugged me. Well, there's several, but this part right here. Right before the ending, Vivian shows up at Anna's attorney's office and again offers to help go through discovery and says, we're on the same team. Let me take a look at your files. Previously it said, no. This time he says, sometimes even a good lawyer lets something slip. Like if I were to take a coffee break and you went through my stuff. I understand where they're going with this, but I just felt like it was over the top and it didn't need to be a thing. It was a way for Vivian to get more evidence that she needed to take back to the people that she works for to get more time on this project. I get that. But I just felt like that scene was not necessary. Anna said she could look at that book, so why didn't the attorney just give her the book? Why would he give her access to all of his files? It just further feeds Vivian's obsession, and, there would be privileged stuff that she's not supposed to be seeing in there. So that part kind of took me out, where I was like, oh yeah, this show is weird. So that's it for the episode. A lot of information in this one. I found the Nora part absolutely fascinating. I want to know more about how she got away with it at Bergdorf's and all these other shops. I guess just throwing Nora's name around and having her card information was enough, but damn, right? I mean, lots of stuff. I also want to know what happens to Val. I hope he's okay. That he hasn't come home yet, and I don't know why. I'm guessing he's doing research or something, maybe to figure out who Anna is. I don't know. Lots of interesting info. Really appreciate you watching. Don't forget about the German Eris mugs. They're hilarious. They're very nice. They have very vivid colors, and they do ship worldwide. Check the link in the description for that. Do let me know comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're enjoying this, if you're into it, if you feel the same way I do, where it's a lot every episode. Just let me know your thoughts below. I appreciate every single one of you. Every single comment really does help me out. Hit that thumbs up. That helps too. And check out Patreon if that's something you're interested in. I will be talking to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.